With these Pro Minute video series, Dr. Klee will share some of his secrets with you on how to become a better flutist.
Hello, my name is Dr. David Klee, and welcome to another Pro Minute. Today we're going to talk about the flutist embouchure. Did you know you actually have 3 embouchures rolled into one? You have the low range, you have the middle range, and you have the high range. And a flutist embouchure is a very flexible embouchure. It's constantly adjusting depending upon if you're high, middle, or low in the music. So let's start out with the lowest range. The lowest range, you should be very flat and firm, almost like a smirk. So if you pull the lips back like this, okay? What a lot of flutists do, they tend to use the middle embouchure through all 3 octaves, which is very typical of young flute players. The middle embouchure is almost like if you were asleep. It's not much of an embouchure, it's just kind of. So what they do, they're in the style. And they sort of fade out of existence when they go down to the low range. So, but what you do is when you go down to that bottom octave, you start slowly firming up. So if you look at my mouth, and that way you can play loud and full, and there's a side benefit by pulling the lips back. You sharpen the pitch because the flute tends to be flat in the lowest range anyway. Okay, now in the 3rd octave, the embouchure there is very relaxed. It's almost like a Winnie the Pooh. I like to teach my young students Winnie the Pooh Pooh. It's that kind of embouchure, Winnie the Pooh. Very relaxed. In review, if you go down to the lowest octave, when your lips are pulled back, the opening is very long and narrow. By the time you get to the top octave, the 3rd octave, when you do the Winnie the Pooh embouchure, it's very small and oval. So here's the top octave. In fact, I'm so relaxed up there, I could almost flap my cheeks if I wanted to. In fact, there are some flute teachers out there that advocate that to make sure you're relaxed enough. It might be a fun way to practice. I pull it back just to hear where I don't flap. And that way I'm still open, still relaxed, so maximize. Okay, so in review, the lowest range is flat and firm. The middle range is like you're asleep. In the uppermost range, the last 3rd and 4th octave, you're very relaxed like you're saying Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Now here's a great way to test this. If you play octaves, your lower lip should physically move like what a lot of young flute players do, their upper lip moves. It should be the lower lip, because what is happening, the lower lip is changing the direction of the airstream, and that's how you play low notes, middle notes, or high notes. If you don't change this, what a lot of young flute players do, they blow harder, they get the high notes out, and they sound like this. They just have to blow harder, but they're using the wrong embouchure. So what I do, I have them work with octaves, physically making them move their lower lip out. And by doing that, that's really getting to the hub, so to speak, on how to work with this embouchure. So you want to think flat and firm in the lowest range, kind of like you're asleep in the middle range, and then very relaxed like you're saying Winnie the Pooh in the 3rd and 4th octave. And I think if you give this a shot, and I think you practice doing the octaves, I think you'll find that it really works well, and it'll really help you to play and be a much better flute player. This is Dr. David Klee. Thank you.